Greetings one and all. Welcome back to my kitchen here today. And today I'm going to be making some Mexican food or Mexican style food. I'm going to be making beef fajitas and I'm going to be making them from scratch, so sort of pretty well cooking everything, well preparing everything myself. So a little bit of prep work. The first thing I want to do is just get a bit of a dry rub onto my steak. So I'm going to mix up a few herbs to make our sort of spice mix, fajita spice mix. Really simple. I mean, you can just go and buy it from the supermarket, pre-made, no worries. It'll be fine. I find I've got most of these things usually in this spice cupboard anyway, so I may as well use them. So I've got a teaspoon of dry oregano, or oregano, as my American friends say. I've got a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I've got half a teaspoon of ground coriander powder, half a teaspoon garlic powder, a quarter teaspoon of cumin powder, cumin. Now we want to put in some red chili powder, so we'll do that to taste, probably around a quarter to a half a teaspoon. I'm probably going to err on the side of overdoing it a little bit. There we go. Just about those spices all mix up. Alrighty, now here I've got about a pound or it's around 600 grams anyway of skirt steak, which I've just sliced up into lengths like that. I don't know, a few inches long. Just sort of fairly roughly, as long as they're not too thick. I'm going to get our spice mix in there. That's about half of it. I'm just going to stir that around. Get the other half in. Just get them sort of roughly coated. Don't have to be too pedantic about it. Like so. And I'm just going to put them aside for the time being. Alrighty. The next thing I'm going to get on and make are my flour tortillas. Very simple. I've just got 1.5 cups of plain flour that I've just sifted into a bowl here. I'm going to add, and I've made a little well in the middle, about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Pinch of salt. And about 1/2 cup of warm water. And 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Stir that up. And once it sort of starts coming together like that, I'm going to throw a little flour on my bench there. Just get it onto my bench like so. And we're just going to give that a little bit of a knead till we get it into a nice ball. And we only need to knead that for a couple of minutes. Just going to roll it into a bit of a cylinder. Cut it in half. Half again. Half again. So into 8. Then I'm going to roll each one of those into a bit of a ball. Get a little bit of flour on them. And we'll just set them there. And I'll cover them up and just let them rest there for, yeah, maybe 3/4 of an hour to an hour. Alrighty guys, I think it's time to start doing a bit of cooking. Fair bit of prep for this one, but yeah, that's what cooking's all about sometimes, getting everything ready. So I've just got a bit of oil going in my fry pan here. That beef's been sitting there for about an hour now, just at room temperature. Now I'm going to cook this in 2 batches in my fry pan here, and then take it off the heat and just put it aside there. So let's get about half of it in there. Alrighty guys, as you saw, I've just taken all that meat off the heat. Smells beautiful. I've kept my pan hot and going there. Now what I've got here is I've just used 1 red capsicum and 1 yellow capsicum, and I've just sliced them into sort of strips like so. Call them bell peppers if you want to. And I've got half a red onion here, just sort of sliced up a bit. And I'm going to put them into that pot. Alrighty, just a minute or 2 later, and I mean, how good does that look and smell? Pretty damn good is all I can say. Let's get our steak back in there, along with any of those resting juices. Alrighty, so we've just turned the heat off that. I'm just going to finish that off with the juice of 1 lime. I can't tell you how good that smells. Alright, we'll get it off the heat. Even though I've turned it off. Righty guys, next thing I want to do is get my tortillas. Just sort of squash them out a bit. They've been resting for an hour. I'm just going to roll them out to a circle. Okay guys, so I've rolled out my tortilla. Yeah, look, it's not a very uniform shape. I didn't try too hard. You can get those little press things to aid you, but the main thing is to get them nice and thin, which is what I've done. I'm just going to get them into my fry pan. Plenty of oil in there. And we're just going to give that probably only like a minute or so each side.
What they tell you, oh, I built a house and my wife do it.
Alrighty guys, it is dinner time. Yeah, so I've got a plate of my fajitas ready to go. So yeah, my lovely flour tortilla, nice and soft. So basically, as you know, it's just a sandwich. I'm serving it just with some grated tasty cheese. I've got a bit of sour cream. I've got a beautiful homemade guacamole here. It's a real treat. Actual fact, big shout out to my baby sister Elise. Giving me the recipe for that. It's a family favourite, or if it's not yet, it soon will be. Recipe of hers. Oh, look, I'm only doing one video a week, so I may as well just quickly recap making the guac. Alrighty, so I'm going to assemble this. I've got my tortilla. Just going to get a couple of bits of steak onto it. Some of those peppers, capsicum, onion. Bit of cheese. Plenty of that guacamole. Yummo. Don't want cream, maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit, not much. So yeah, we'll just obviously fold her up that way, fold her in on the edges, as you're well aware. So we make basically a nice sandwich like so. See if you can see it up close. Oh yeah. Alright, let's taste it. Alright. Absolutely delicious, really yummy, well worth putting that together. And thanks for watching. And thanks to everyone who subscribed to the channel. You guys are awesome. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, can I just ask you hit that subscription button? That'd be awesome. And also that little notification bell icon. That's even better if you can do that. But if you don't want to do those things, no worries. And I will see you all next time.